I try not to waste time because I don't want to waste myself. I'm working on not letting people with dark energy consume any of my minutes on this earth. I've learned that the hard way after giving up hours of myself and my time, which is synonymous when you think about it. I've learned from my experiences of getting sucked into other people's ego dysfunction that their darkness robs you of your own light, the light you need to be for yourself and for others. What I know for sure is that how you spend your time defines who you are, and I want to shine my light for good. With me. So basically there was a couple of different topics that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I went on Instagram live earlier and the feedback was that people wanted me to do this one today, which was titled Grey Areas, hence I'm wearing grey. I'm joking. But yeah, so I decided to do this one. It's something that I'm really trying to live by, and I really wanted to share my thoughts with you guys and see what you think. So basically, where it all started was I had met with one of my friends in LA, a guy called Candido, who's very knowledgeable. I love talking with him. He sets my mind on fire, to be perfectly honest. And we were talking about words, and it all started with him asking me, so you know when somebody asked you to spell a word, you'd literally break it down letter by letter. But what spelling actually is exactly that. When you talk, you are casting a spell. And what I mean by that, I don't mean by heebie-jeebie and magic. I just mean you are putting so much energy and vibrations into those specific words, which is why certain words will make you feel a certain way. It's not even about swearing. So if somebody goes, oh, fuck off or fuck off, obviously there's a difference. That's also in tone and everything else. But I know certain people used to be able to say bye to me in a particular way, and my insides would just shrink, and it just shows you the true power of words. That's where the conversation started. Then it started going into a bit more detail, and he was explaining to me about there's so many words, and I know you guys are going to pick up on me using them throughout this video because we still do it, but it's something I'm becoming a lot more aware of, but using what I have classified as grey words. So you've got definitives or non-definitives. For example, if I wanted to go and squat 200 kg, I can't squat 200 kg, just to clarify, but I'm gonna sit there and say, okay, I'm gonna try and squat 200 kg. There is no such thing as try. You either do it or you don't do it. If you fail, then you can say you've tried, but if you're saying that you try to do something, you've already been defeated. You're not, it makes no sense. So try, I might do something, no. You're either gonna do it or you're not. Maybe, like, possible. They're just not definitive words, and we have them in our vocabulary, and it's like, what do they mean? There is no purpose behind them. There's no intent. It's just a waste. So I'm cutting out, I'm culling grey words. That was my first part. And then I really started to think about this whole thing and the definitive or not definitive and this grey area, and it started to make me think about relationships as well, and that's where that quote came in. So I was thinking about the grey areas, was reading that book, read that quote, and I was like, damn, of course, that makes so much sense. There's so many people that we keep in our lives because we love them and they've been around forever, and we can't imagine our lives without them for whatever reason, but sometimes these people start to hinder us. They start to dim our light, and that's when you then need to realize, and it can sound harsh, but you need to remove yourself from those people. I'm not saying that you need to never talk to them again, but you need to focus on yourself, and you might need to take a few steps away. And it doesn't mean that you're closing the door on them at all. Like, I still love you, but right now, this is not working for me. There's going to be no mutual benefit. You take a step back, your paths might recross, and once they're ready, they can come back into your life. That really does sound harsh, but it's so vital for us as human beings to know the people around us who is giving us the right kind of energy. It's like they say, you're an average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And it's true. When you get sucked into that world of people that they might have been your friends forever, but all they do is sit there and bitch and moan. And all of a sudden you realise you sit there and you bitch and moan. You become part of that. That becomes you. So relationships was the other grey area for me. Then there's somebody in LA who I'm very close with, and I'd often get frustrated because they're really busy and I couldn't see them and stuff like that. And one day we sat down and we were talking about time and about how actually I'm now in a place where I would rather quality time with people that I'm close with than quantity any day. Because when somebody gives you their time, that shit is non-refundable. You're not getting it back, they're not getting it back. So you best know if somebody lives a busy lifestyle and they're giving you their time, that means something. And I realised there's so many times where I waste time. If you watched my last vlog, obviously I did mention about sometimes you need to just chill, but do it with intent. And that's exactly what I mean now. Just don't waste your time for things that are unimportant to you. If you want to chill out, do that with purpose. Chill the fuck out. If you want to spend time with your friends, you spend time with your friends. But if there's people you don't really want to spend time with, or you don't want to do that, don't feel like you have to do it, because you're not getting that back. You're not getting that time back. So I don't even mean this in a big-headed way. It's not me being big-headed, it's just me being purposeful with my time. If I am talking to you, if I have given you my time, if I've met up with you, best know that you are an vital part of my life, because I'm giving you my time. We have one life to live. One. And the sooner we start to realise that that's ours, we don't need to live for other people. You need to live for yourself, because if you are not living fully for yourself, then how the hell are you going to be able to help anybody else anyway? I want to keep this vlog relatively short. Obviously I can go into a lot more detail on all of these topics, but I just wanted to give you guys a bit of a gist of what I meant about grey areas and why I'm culling them this year. They are not going to be a feature. By the end of this year, I want to subconsciously be able to live my life with no grey areas. Right now, it's very conscious and it's something that I'm working on, but by the end of this year, they'll be gone. So that's it, guys. That's my grey areas. That's what I've been nattering on about on most of my Instagram posts and stuff like that recently. Relationships, time, words. Do everything with purpose. Have intentions. Don't waste your life. You have one. Tapping out. Till next time.